So welcome to today's issue of TED Listens. Here I am today with Stuart Avery from 39 Cyber. Stuart, please tell me why cybersecurity is important for small businesses.
Okay, it's a good question. A lot of people think that their small businesses immune or that cyber actors or hackers aren't interested in their business. But what you find is more so now, ransomware, phishing attacks are pretty indiscriminate. They're what they call spray and pray. And they will go after anyone that's got a bank balance. So you can be a target of that. And it's important to understand that if you do get hacked, you do lose cash, you do lose customer data from a hack that impacts your brand. As a small business, it's really important that you protect your brand reputation. You're building that brand, and the last thing you need is for someone to take the trust in your brand away. So critically, I would say that for a small business, in some ways, it's even more important. Your small business. Forget the financial losses and any regulatory issues that you have. Brand loss is something you can't recover from, and no amount of insurance is going to bail you out of that.
So you've persuaded probably a lot of small businesses that cyber protection is insurance. It is important, but is it expensive?
So, yeah, the cyber industry has a reputation of being expensive, but it doesn't have to be. So there are simple things that you can do that actually will help your business, make you more secure without breaking the bank. The best thing to do, though, is understand what you need to protect first and understand how you're going to protect it before you start spending. So the cyber industry would try and sell you lots of stuff. And these all look great and have big feature lists that sounds like the right thing to do. But that's never where you should start. So there's an old phrase my nan used to say, which is look before you leap, right? So understand where your business is vulnerable. Understand what keeps your operation alive and protect those things. Don't buy stuff in blanket terms. Buy stuff specifically or invest in security specifically for your critical functions, the things that keep you alive. Invest in those. And do simple things like backing up and have a kind of recovery plan. So if you do get impacted by a ransomware attack, a kind of any sort of malicious malware, that you can recover your business quickly, because that's the measure you will be judged on, right? Recover quickly, reduce losses, reduce blast radius, and recover quickly. And that's what people, your customers, and people who invest in you or want to invest in you, that's what they're looking for, that resilience and ability to adapt.
So, thank you for that, Stuart. When we met at an event, one of the YBC events last year, I remember you mentioning your nan and saying that you like to explain things in terms that your nan would understand. And I think that is great because most people in your industry talk in gobbledygook.
Yeah. Look, it's a problem with the cyber industry. We're all talking 3-letter acronyms and 4-letter acronyms, and it's dreadful. It gets very confusing. And the last thing you need is another language you have to learn, another skill that you have to develop as a business owner. What you need is people around you that can explain things simply, right? And in business terms that you'll understand. And this is where big organizations like Microsoft have won in the marketplace. They don't look at security as security, they look at it as a business process that lashes to your business and helps you to build a business that's stronger, more resilient, more sustainable, and more cost-effective, right? So it's about understanding cyber in those terms. When I say in terms of my ground understanding, try not to make things complex. Try and make things simple and target specific business language to help our business owners, founders, board members to understand why they're investing and what their benefit is, and the opportunity that it gives them, because investing in cyber, being stronger, is an opportunity for your business to break into regulated markets, to carry the trust of your customers and carry that through into new opportunity.
Thank you. And just lastly, I'm not sure if you've touched upon it already, but what is the one thing you would recommend that a small business owner should do?
Okay, so if you're a micro business, access is everything. So if you have data on your PC, you might not have a lot of infrastructure, and you might think, well, it's not really worth doing anything because I don't have that much. I've got a computer and maybe or a couple of computers or whatever. The one thing that I would always recommend people do is enable MFA. It's a really simple thing to do. It doesn't cost you anything because every application has the capability for MFA. But a lot of people don't enable it. If you don't enable MFA, you're leaving yourself wide open to another person who's not in your organisation, someone who has malicious intent to access your data. So if the only thing you do today, if you haven't already done it, a lot more people have done this now, but if you haven't already done it, please, please, please enable MFA.
I think we should say, although we know what MFA is.
Multi-factor authentication.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. I did the security thing that I said not to do.
Thank you, Stuart. Stuart Avery from 39 Cyber. This is Ted Wigel from Your Business Community. An edition of Today for Ted Listens. www.yourbusinesscommunity.co.uk. Thank you, Stuart.
Thank you.